Hello, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for season 2 of Odd Man Rush. My panelists, as always, are Brian Rokos in the check jersey, representing his homeland, and looking more like a werewolf every day, Nolan Morosky. Thanks for tuning in again for another season. Last season was a really good success. We had a lot of fun, and we hope to do even more episodes this year. I think we should probably start off with last year's playoffs, being that we didn't do any episodes during the playoffs. What did you guys think of the playoffs? Did we enjoy them as much as seasons past, or was
It
it?
was fun watching the Leafs win the cup. I dreamed about it my whole life.
What season were you watching?
That didn't happen, did it?
No.
NHL 18 happened.
No, obviously, I didn't think. I thought Vegas was going to be out in the first round, despite having such a great season, and they ended up getting to the finals.
That obviously surprised everyone.
Yeah.
What surprised me?
What do you-
it did.
No, it didn't.
You're a liar.
What do you guys think the key was beating the Jets?
Play
In the
well.
semis?
They just stuck to their game.
Forecheck, back check, paycheck.
They,
Do you think Nashville maybe took something out of them?
That series, I
Probably,
think that
yeah.
series had a lot
it
to
went
do with
7 games, right?
I mean, everybody is talking
It's a long
in the
time
Western
ago.
Conference. Whoever won that series was going to win the cup.
Yeah, didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
No.
Because they beat each other up.
Well,
That was a great series, though.
and that opened the door for Alex Ovechkin to live his dream after how many years in the league?
13.
Living under Crosby's thumb.
I swear to God.
What was your guys?
Because you look like him, you don't sound like him.
What was your? It doesn't play like him either.
No, he doesn't.
I try.
What was your guys' favorite Ovi moment through the whole thing?
Celebrating in the fountains.
Yeah. That was pretty fun.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
His whole celebratory summer
Doing the
was the greatest thing there.
doing the keg stand at the Phillies game and then told to stop.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I think, I know we talked about this after it happened, but I said I've never seen a player so genuinely happy to win the cup. And then you mentioned a couple other examples. Bork and Messier.
Yep, Messier for sure. When he was grabbing
Messier,
that cup,
yeah.
he couldn't wait to lift it.
But to
Bork
me
as
it was
well.
different because he'd
Yeah.
already won like 9 of them. So, like how special
Yeah,
is
but
that?
it was special because the Rangers hadn't won in like 50,
It was.
50 some odd years.
It was
Just
really
the,
special.
the
Bork,
screen.
I don't know.
And then it was like, and also when he won with Edmonton, it was a much easier road to the cup
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
than it was with the Rangers.
Yeah.
They had to go through that wicked series with New Jersey.
I don't think Bork just didn't show the same emotion though.
Bork.
I don't
Bork
think
was
he did.
crying. He was crying his eyes out the whole time. And it was such a class act that he went on and handed him the cup right away. Didn't even raise it. Gave it
Yep.
right straight to Bork.
Yeah, it was great to see.
But yeah, we haven't seen that kind of emotion since the 90s.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Screaming
and,
loud you can hear in Flint, Michigan.
Flint.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, it was nice to see Ovi win. I think he earned it this year for sure. I mean, he earns it every year, but that team was a good team. It was a gritty team, and it was nice to see them pull it off.
It was good because every year prior that Washington lost, everyone always blamed him. Oh, he's not a leader. He doesn't come through in the playoffs. He played awesome. Like
Yeah.
every playoffs.
Oh,
the guy
yeah.
was unreal. Played
Yeah.
his heart out.
Yeah, he does.
So it was good to see that he
Yep.
finally won. I was really
For
happy.
sure. They gave him a team to do it with, right? He just-
I really didn't
That's
want
for sure.
Vegas to win.
No, I mean, can you imagine if Vegas had won? That would have been, I think, bad for the league. It was a nice little storyline, but
It was. They'll probably make a movie out of it.
Would've been nice for
Probably.
people to place bets on them.
yeah.
sure.
What was it going off at the beginning of the
500 to
season?
1.
500 to 1. Wow. I might have dropped $1,000 bet.
Yeah.
Just cause. Skipping forward to this season, we've had a pretty good start. It's been pretty entertaining so far. Of course,
October hockey always is.
yeah, like the
Lots of goals.
the goalies never seem quite ready.
Defense is garbage.
Yeah, everybody's sort of shuffling their lineups around. We had a big line brawl between the Predators and the Jets. Maybe a little carryover from the playoffs.
I never thought of that.
I never thought, honestly, I never thought that I'd ever see a line brawl in the NHL again.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Like-
I think that line brawls are so just emotional. Like it's
Yeah, but you'd think you'd see them more often.
you don't see those staged fights as
No.
much. Like emotion's still gonna get a hold of these guys, so they're still gonna be fighting. And I think line brawls are, I don't know, I want to say more, obviously not more common than a regular fight, but I can see if emotions get a hold of somebody, then it going through the whole team.
The line brawl, it only started because the guy smashed dealers.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why everybody jumped in. If it was anybody else, it would have been 2 guys.
We remember a couple of years ago in the preseason when Buffalo and Toronto had the line brawl and Kessler got in trouble for hacking
chopping down
at
the John Scott
John.
tree.
Yeah,
Tim
and then Bernier went at it with like I felt at that moment that this is something
Ryan
that we
Miller,
might
yeah.
seen in the preseason when guys are fighting for jobs.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I feel like the league is getting a lot more professional now, and guys aren't totally into that. Like, who wants to break your hand on someone's face and
Yeah.
miss 3 weeks, right?
That's it, because there's no goons anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
There's one goon left or something stupid like that, but everyone is relied upon now to score, to do every other thing in the game. You don't have someone that can go out there and risk
Yeah.
hurting your hand or
Do you think that we'll see
whatever.
an edge more towards like players or fourth lines being faster and less grindy?
Oh, yeah.
well, it's getting there. Compared to what it was, third lines used to be that kind of
The checking
checking,
line.
fighting. They could still throw in a random goal. Now that's the fourth line,
Mm-hmm.
and third line you expect scoring out of now. So
I feel like the fourth liners, those are always your dark horse players. Like if you got some real skilled guys coming up from down in the AHL,
some younger guys that are trying to
Good.
prove themselves.
you can sort of move them around through that spot.
Yeah.
Another big story around the league is the Leafs start.
How are they doing?
They picked up a good free agent in the summer. I can't remember his name, but
Jahan,
yeah,
Jahan,
somebody.
Joe.
Taveril, I think.
Johan?
Johan Taveril.
Johan Taveril. Yeah, he's awesome.
All right.
Did you think that the Leafs start was possible without Nylander?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're just too deep.
When he
They
wasn't,
can lose, whether it was an injury or a holdout or whatever the case. They could afford to lose one of their guys and still be fine.
Oh, yeah.
They're still going to score a ton of goals, and I think even now, if one of Matthews, Tavares, or Marner were to get injured, I still think they'd be okay.
They have so many guys who are speedy that they don't. They got guys who can replace them. They don't need them.
do you think Kapanen is a viable replacement for him
Yeah.
long term?
I think he's only going to get better,
Yeah.
but it's only been three games he's played with Matthews, so
That's
it's too
true.
early. It's
But we
like-
did see
Got
that
points
we've
in every one
we've
of
been
them.
able to see him the last 2 years.
Yeah, he's got a lot of skill, a lot of potential. He's probably the fastest guy on the team,
Mm-hmm.
so he's got that going for him, and he works hard too. Like, he's not afraid to go to the corners and crash in front of the net. One thing that Willie doesn't do.
No.
So I think it's almost a better fit, to be completely honest, because Hyman's not on that line anymore. So you need someone that goes in there. Marlowe's too old. He goes in a corner, he's gonna probably break a hip.
Do you feel like Kapanen's kind of like a Hyman, but with more skill and more
Yeah.
ceiling?
Mm-hmm.
Not as good on the forecheck, which I don't know if you
But
can
could he
really
be?
teach that. I don't know. I
He's
don't
a pretty
think you
brave
can
guy.
Teach what Hyman does though.
That's true.
Like, or every player would be like that. That guy just has a knack for the puck, and when it's available, he's gonna find a way to get it. He has trouble finishing, which Kapanen can.
He's got trouble finishing. Gotta get some light up.
Do you think
Yeah,
Nolan? Do you think that his finish will get better this year playing with Tavares and Marner instead of Matthews and Nylander?
The more
How many goals will they get?
the more
Well, we know they're
the more I complain about him, the more you guys rag on me for it. The more I realize that he's not a scorer. He's a grinder.
He is a grinder.
He's
Yeah.
getting 20 this year.
So
You thinking 20?
I'm thinking 20.
You think north of 20 or south of 20? I'm thinking south of 20.
I think he's gonna get 18.
Ooh, yeah, I'm thinking that's where I'm thinking too. 15 to 19.
Yeah.
21.
Sticking with the Leafs a little bit, Austin Matthews is on a scoring streak like no other to start this season. Right now, I have him projected for 50 goals in 31 games. My question for you is, A, can that record even be beaten? And if it could be beaten, would Austin Matthews be the person to do it?
No.
No.
No and yes.
It's not an answer.
It's never going to be beaten. It won't. just realistically, I don't think I'd be amazed if anyone got 50 and 50.
For viewers that don't know what we're talking about Gretzky's record of 50 goals in 39 games.
It's the record he's most proud of.
Yep, the one he doesn't think could be beaten.
Yeah, he talks about it all the time. Well, maybe not talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
But if someone asks him,
If you
what
ask
record,
him, yeah,
that's the one he's most proud of and thinks no one's ever going to beat it. And I agree. Well, I think there's a better chance of someone beating that than his total points.
But we know Matthews is capable of a 4 or 5 goal game.
If any,
Once.
he's never done. Yeah, has he even had another hat trick?
It doesn't matter. Well, yeah.
2 goals.
Actually, you're right. Yeah, he's
He's
a two and done guy.
Yeah.
But that being said, that's 25 games. So just saying.
If there's anyone that could ever potentially do it, there's 2 players that could do it: Line or Matthews.
McDavid could do it.
McDavid passes too much, and he's got no help.
We say passes too much like it's a bad thing, but we're saying to beat that record.
You have to be very greedy.
You got to be a scorer. And didn't Matthew say before the season, "Oh, I want to get more assists this year"?
Yeah.
It's not working out for him. He's a goal scorer. Just stay away from the assists.
No, I just don't think that McDavid. He just doesn't. That team has no help. The other good player on the team is Draisaitl, and he's on another line.
If Matthews wants more assists, then he's got to be in Marner's spot on that power play. It's the only way he's going to get more assists. Because even on 5-on-5, he's the go-to guy.
I feel like he'd get more
He's
goals
gonna
in
have
Marner's spot because
so?
he'd be on his slap shot side.
Don't mess with that power play.
That power play is deadly.
There's no adjusting that. Just leave it the way it is.
I think it's crap.
Moving away from the Leafs, Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver. Which is the best Western Conference team over there? Or Pacific team, sorry. Should say Western Conference because the Jets obviously
Right
would be
now?
the best Canadian.
Like right now,
No. Well, yeah,
this
sure.
year.
This year, who do you think is going to be the best out of those?
Who will finish it?
They're such dark horses, I know. I mean, easy money is to say Calgary because they have the deepest lineup, but
I think
Goaltending is going to
Vancouver.
hurt them again, I think.
Vancouver?
No.
why Vancouver? Pedersen?
He's got a concussion.
He does have a concussion.
If he comes back.
He got body slammed to the ice. He weighs like 160 pounds.
Did you see that? The guy just throws him up against the boards, just
Again, because he weighs 160 pounds. He's a tiny kid.
So he's always got to
Amazing.
put on some beef, though.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll come back and still continue to light it up, but no, Vancouver's not going to make the playoffs.
I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs. I'm just wondering which one would be the best out of the
I
three.
have to pick Calgary because they're the deepest team. Like
Yeah.
they've got great defense on paper,
What was the other
and
thing?
they're pretty deep
on
on.
paper.
Well,
It's a lot
they
on
don't
paper.
show it.
Yeah.
You look at their defensive lineup, and you're like, they have a really good defense, but
Was there a third team in this scenario?
Huh?
Edmonton?
Edmonton, that's it. Sorry.
You're with us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
trying- I drew a blank.
You probably shouldn't cover your mouth while you're trying to talk.
That's just my thinking.
Yeah.
We haven't done this in a while. Forget how to do
I
things.
Ottawa or Montreal, which team won't be on fire, a dumpster fire all season?
Won't be?
Won't be.
Montreal
Or do you think
looks
both of
better
them?
right
None of the
now,
above.
and anytime you have Carey Price, if he bounces back, they have the ability to win games just on him alone,
Mm-hmm.
and they look good. But it's early, and
They're
I don't
quick.
think they're gonna.
I feel like Ottawa's offensively deeper and they'll probably pull more wins out that
The
way.
one game I watched with Montreal, they were
Neither
quick.
Neither one's making the playoffs, and I think reality's gonna, hit them eventually.
Which one's closer to being a good team again?
I think Montreal.
Montreal.
Just on the simple fact they have Carey Price. Ottawa has Craig Anderson, so
It's all going to really rest on Price, eh?
it always does.
Yeah.
Although Anderson's not a bad goalie.
He's not a good goalie.
He's their golden boy.
I'd say he's in the below half of NHL starters. Like
Bottom
he's
15?
He's like bottom 10, bottom 15
Hmm.
of all the starters, in my opinion. Craig Anderson.
Oh yeah.
All right, to wrap up today, we're going to have a quick rapid fire segment. So what we're going to do is I'm going to name off each team in the NHL. I want you to tell me whether or not they're going to finish
Hurricanes.
higher or lower
Oh,
in the
Pittsburgh.
standings than they did last year. Okay?
Higher.
Give me one quick reason why when you answer.
Lower.
True.
We'll start with Nolan for each one.
A.
Shush.
Lower. Never heard of them. Sorry.
Starting in the Pacific Division, first overall last year, Vegas Golden Knights.
Lower. I just think the teams underestimated them last year.
I should say higher because it'd be funny, but there's
You
no
can't
way
say
they're gonna-
higher.
There's no way they're going to finish higher.
Well, let's say higher in the whole league, maybe,
Oh, yeah.
or at least maintain.
I thought you were going on points, like how many
Sure.
points they have.
Say, will they maintain or maintain
No, they're
first spot
definitely lower.
or lower?
They're having their expansion year in their second year. Yeah.
So it's gonna be a sophomore slump for Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Second in that division, Anaheim Mighty Ducks.
Higher.
They're gonna win the division.
Yes.
Points. I thought we were going on points.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They would win the
Someone else
division
may
if
go
they're higher.
past
Okay,
them.
that's true.
I think they're gonna finish.
They had
ahead of San
100
Jose.
points last year. That'd be tough.
I don't think San Jose is that good of a team as people are making them out to be. So.
Anaheim,
Much lower.
really?
Yeah.
Big drop.
They're old, injured all the time. Perry and Getzlaff are not the same players they were. If Gibson doesn't stand on his head, they're not making the playoffs.
Okay, San Jose,
Lower.
lower.
Higher. Carlson. Next.
That's his comment.
Carlson and Burns.
LA Kings,
I'm gonna stay the same.
stay the same.
Is that an option?
Yeah.
That's a stupid option. I'm gonna say
They didn't really make any improvements.
Yeah, higher.
Kovalchuk,
Well, one.
Higher, but barely.
barely higher.
Yeah.
So they made jump into the third position, you think?
Maybe, but probably not.
One trader of an improvement.
Doughty's winning the Norris.
Calgary finished fifth last year.
I'm gonna say higher.
Just improvement.
I was waiting for you to say something else.
Go ahead. Higher or lower, Rokos?
I'm gonna go higher. I think they'll have a little bounce back. They may scratch into a wild card, possibly.
Edmonton?
Oh.
That's why you should have prepared for this.
I'm gonna say they're gonna get one more point than they did last year.
So about the same.
Yeah.
Higher, but barely.
Yeah. Vancouver?
Poor McDavid.
Vancouver. I'm gonna say. Where did they finish last year?
Seventh in the division,
So last.
almost last.
I'm gonna say.
Wow.
Rokos?
How much time do we have?
We don't have it all the
We
time.
gotta get
so.
this Jeopardy music going.
Dude,
Come on,
dude,
text in.
dude.
Text Sergeant Kennedy.
Stay the same.
Stay the same.
Yeah, just because.
What do you think, Vancouver?
If Pedersen stays healthy, higher. If he doesn't, lower.
Bo Horvath got a lot better too, and they got Besser.
Yeah.
He's
if he
gonna-
can
he's
stay
gonna
healthy.
be good.
Health is gonna be a big.
I think that Vancouver's going to be a lot higher, probably 2 or 3 spots higher.
It's a Bo Esser.
Arizona Coyotes, last in the division.
Lower.
Stay
They're
the
gonna
yeah,
stay-
can't
they
go lower, but
Well, they could.
points wise.
yeah.
They're gonna move to Seattle.
Lower or higher, or
Let-
same or higher.
Let's see. They've played what 4 games and they've been at shutout in 3 of them. I'm gonna say lower.
It's in.
4 Coyotes.
Just curiously quickly, a dark horse to make the playoffs that
the
didn't make the
Pacific?
playoffs in the Pacific last year. Who could do it? That
Called.
Arizona.
that would be a big dark horse. I think they're more
I guess I'll say Calgary.
Calgary.
I
Yeah,
think
that's what I would say
chance.
too.
Yeah.
Yep. So who do you think's gonna win the division?
Sharks.
Anaheim.
I think Sharks too. I have to agree with you on that.
You're stupid.
Central Division, finished first overall. Predators, stay there or they drop
I'm gonna say they drop.
because you don't know. Predators.
Winnipeg just a little bit.
I don't know
better, I
that
think.
team very well.
So Nashville's gonna drop it.
I know
Just
they
'cause
won the
of-
President's Trophy last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jets. Higher, or lower.
Higher.
Higher. So that would be the reason the Predators go down.
Jets are stacked.
Minnesota. Do they make a run again?
I think they'll stay the same.
Yeah, third in the division.
Yeah.
Lower.
I think lower as well.
Lower.
Colorado Avalanche.
They'll
Off
stay.
to a good start.
They'll stay the same.
Except they lost last night. I think they're gonna improve a little bit. They're gonna keep going up
Oh yeah.
a little bit.
Nathan McKinnon is garbage.
Oh my.
Big time drop last year. St. Louis Blues. They did a
May as well-
lot off-season
You
retooling.
may as well start with me because you're taking forever.
A lot of off-season.
I'm gonna say they're gonna be slightly better.
We'll switch to you on
Bozak
the
is
second one.
Bozak's gonna win the Hart.
He's not gonna win.
No, he's not gonna win.
He
The
wins a lot of face-offs,
Yeah.
and he wins the Hart.
the face-off heart.
He's gonna win the Lady Byng.
It's a lower, higher. Knowles.
I'm gonna say slightly higher.
Dallas Stars.
Higher.
Stacked team that never seems to do well.
They'll finish higher.
They have to finish higher.
Yeah, and then
They
last
have
in the division last year, Chicago.
Higher.
Higher.
Really?
Yeah.
Because Taze is on a resurgence?
I think I'm just going by points. I'm not going by place in this.
They got a couple of young kids that are pretty good too.
DeBrincat has been that kid. What a
Yeah.
steal! I can't believe no one picked him until whatever he went.
All you got to do is play Garrett Sparks every night.
Dark horse to make the playoffs in that
He
division?
has 9 points.
Chicago.
Chicago? It's
Yeah.
back to playoff contention.
Yeah, I think so. I think they'll make a wild card.
I'm gonna say Dallas.
Hmm.
Ooh. If Bishop stays healthy.
What about who's going to win the division? Jets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll switch to Brian first for the Atlantic Division, Eastern Conference. Tampa Bay Lightning. Stay there or do they drop?
They're gonna finish about the same as far
So,
as points go.
Maybe win, maybe not.
Yeah, they're gonna be top there. It's gonna be a battle.
It's going to be close.
It's gonna be a really good battle in that division, in my opinion.
So you think it'll be about the same?
I agree with Brian.
Boston.
That's
I'm
weird
smart.
to say.
Lower.
Lower.
I think they're gonna drop us a little bit.
Yeah.
They're gonna end up with a wild
Pasternak's
card.
been unreal so far.
Mainly
It's
because of
one
Young.
line. They're one injury away from being a non-playoff. team.
Yeah.
Let's be
They
honest.
only
They had
have
one line
that.
last year.
I know, but Bergeron's getting old. Marchand's gonna lick someone, get suspended 18.
They did.
They got a good
20
defense,
games,
good
but
young
they-
defense.
They were missing Bergeron for most of the season last year, and they were winning. So
I think they might drop one space, but not much more than that.
No, they're still gonna
No.
obviously make it. They're still a very good team.
Toronto Maple Leafs,
up higher,
Higher, obviously.
just because of
just because of the
Tavares.
PP.
That's
Florida
hard.
Panthers. Fourth last
I
year.
wanted to say higher,
I
but
think
they're
gonna
off to a
drop.
really bad start.
Yeah.
But
But-
I still think they're gonna be right in that battle for a wild card spot, so a little bit higher.
Luongo hurt now.
Yeah, but it didn't look that serious.
I'm gonna say slightly lower.
Slightly lower. Detroit.
Lower.
Yeah.
Last place. They're getting last.
Really?
Lower.
Last in the division.
Montreal.
Slightly higher. They're not gonna make the playoffs, but
Stay the same.
they'll stay ahead of Ottawa and Detroit, I think, and Buffalo.
Ottawa.
Lower. Reality's gonna hit hard for them. They're gonna trade away Duchesne and whoever else they have.
Think so?
Or Hoffman.
More trades
so-
coming out of Ottawa?
They're
I
gonna
think so,
get
yeah.
no. They're gonna get the hamburger back, and it's just they're
It's
gonna go
going
on a tear again.
Crazy tear. So
20 in a row.
no one's going with higher then?
No.
No, lower. I don't think they're gonna.
Buffalo Sabres last in the division last year.
Higher.
Higher.
Yeah. Okay.
Darling scored last.
Dark horse to make the playoffs in that division?
Buffalo.
Looks like it would probably only be in the wild card, but
Be
Buffalo?
Buffalo.
I would agree with Buffalo. That's who I would pick too.
Yeah, I can agree with that one.
Yep.
We'll go with that one.
If their lines can keep firing. Metro Division, Washington won the division last year. Do they stay up there?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think
They're
they're
not
going to
going
finish a little
anywhere.
bit lower in the points, but
Still win?
They'll be in the same spot.
they're still a very, very solid team, obviously.
Pittsburgh Penguins?
Lower.
Really?
Stay the same.
Because Schultz is injured?
No.
I think they're gonna stay the same.
They can't stop a puck. They can't stop beach ball.
Third was Flyers last year. That no one really expected that. What do you think?
They were third.
Yep.
Yeah, because that one
Oh
line
yeah,
was
that's
crazy
right.
good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who's going to pass them, but I'm going to say they're going to get a little fewer points.
They'll stay the same.
They're going to
Columbus
ride a
Blue
hot power
Jackets.
play. That's it.
Yeah,
Columbus
maybe.
Blue Jackets are dropping.
Jackets going down?
See, I predicted Columbus would be off to a rough start, and it's going to be a tire fire there. But I don't know. They're off to an average start, but I still think they're going to go lower.
I don't know. I think the whole Panarin and Bobrovsky thing is gonna get to them.
Oh yeah,
Jersey Devils.
higher.
Higher.
They're a year behind the Leafs.
I feel like they're a climbing team. Yeah.
They've got a lot of good young talent, and I love seeing the Devils play offensive hockey.
Taylor Hall's just unreal too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's playing the best hockey of his career.
Yeah.
Carolina Hurricanes.
Higher.
Higher.
McElhaney.
McElhaney winning the
Gotta
Vezina.
win the Vezina.
No, they've looked really good, and they made some good moves.
Yeah, I like their trades.
I really like that team.
Mhm. Smart.
Islanders.
We're going lower.
Lower. Lower than second last.
Well, I'm just going by points.
Sure. Rangers.
Higher.
Last.
They can't get lower, but they're going to get
They're
lower.
in the middle of a rebuild. I don't think they're.
No, they're going to be terrible. They're going to be down there with Detroit.
Dark. Who's the dark horse to make the playoffs? Even though there's a whole division of dark horses,
They are. all
other than
dark.
Washington, Pittsburgh.
What was it? Carolina.
Carolina, yeah. I was
Carolina.
gonna say, who's the middle team?
They'll probably get a wild card, I think.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
See them back in there.
Yeah, it would.
Who do you think's going to win the division? Obviously, you guys said Washington.
Washington.
I think Pittsburgh's going to win the division.
No. I don't agree.
Okay, last but not least, pick for the Hart Trophy.
Ooh.
Who's going to be the best for their team this year?
I'm going to go off the board and say McDavid. I'm going to go with a safe bet.
I'm going to say Taylor Hall repeats.
Taylor Hall repeat. I'm going to go with
I think
Nathan
it's
McKinnon.
rare that someone wins by so much in the points and doesn't win the Hart. And he's going to destroy everyone in the Art Ross. So.
Well, that was my next question, was Art Ross. McDavid.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Unless he gets injured, it's going to be McDavid.
And Rocket Richard Trophy for most goals.
It's got to be Matthews.
Austin Matthews.
Has to be.
It has to
What
be
if he gets
Matthews.
injured?
He's already got 10 goals.
Let's say let's say
He's 40 more to
let's
get.
say if it's not Matthews, say he gets injured halfway through the season.
The safe bet would be Line or Ovechkin.
Or Ovechkin.
But I would say I would say McKinnon.
Paul Byron.
On that note, thanks guys for tuning in.
He's
Okay,
fast, though.
like and subscribe our channel, share our video. We'll be back next week with episode 2.
Bye bye.